I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Man, I'm sure everybody's looking forward to the weekend. We have Father's Day, we have the Terrain Bazaar, we have so many Juneteenth events. There's a lot happening. A lot going on. So let's waste no time. Let's get right over to Thomas with a look at the forecast, because Thomas, hopefully the weekend forecast is going to be as good as all of these events that are upcoming.
Yeah, all those events are incredible. And the weather, for the most part, should hold off. Hopefully you don't mind a little bit of some windy weather for both Saturday and Sunday. We will notice that in our forecast for this upcoming weekend. This morning, we're noticing just how hazy it is and almost looks smoky to a point. I've been keeping a very close eye on the air quality, and nothing major in terms of air quality drops. Most of us in that moderate category right now, which is always listed as acceptable. But 52 degrees. Hazy skies overhead right now. A lot of area temperatures are in those low to mid 50s as of the 6 o'clock hour. Just a couple normal cool spots up at Deer Park, Sandpoint, out in the Silver Valley as well. But hour by hour today is actually quite warm, upper 70s to around 80 this afternoon. Again, mostly hazy skies for today and some more windy weather on the way this weekend.
Well, this morning we are learning new details about the crash that killed 4 members of a Spokane family near Riggins, Idaho.
So authorities believe the 17-year-old driver likely fell asleep before the crash happened. Sheriff deputies believe Dakota Miller was fatigued and fell asleep on a curvy portion of the road. The car then went off the highway, hit a large pile of rocks, and went airborne before landing upside down in the river. The medical examiner says all 4 members of the family, the 3 children and their father, died by drowning. 2 GoFundMe pages have been set up to help the family. You can find a link to that on our website, KREM.com. Right now, the city of Spokane is starting a new plan to keep downtown Spokane safer this summer. Our Nicole Hernandez is live in downtown Spokane right now. And Nicole, this is really top of mind for everyone right now with all these big events like Hoop Fest and so many others happening. So what are you hearing from people and businesses downtown?
So Tim, we talked to a man named Robert who's been working here in downtown Spokane for more than 10 years now. He actually sells food right here on the corner of Spokane Falls Boulevard and Howard. He says from this spot over the years, he's seen a lot here.
Is there homelessness? Are there kids? Yes. I wish there was none, but that's a lot to ask for.
So Mayor Nadine Woodward and the Spokane Police Department launched the Safe Spokane Summer Initiative to help with some of those issues. The plan will help clean up downtown viaducts and send out people from the homeless outreach team more often. The city is also asking people to donate the change they would have given to panhandlers to nonprofits instead. The city will focus on giving people with multiple misdemeanors harsher penalties, plus they'll start a municipal drug court and get people into treatment. Spokane Police Chief Craig Meidel says they will also double the amount of officers downtown this summer compared to last summer. The department is going from 12 to 24 officers.
Additionally, with the warmer weather, you're going to see our officers on bikes and on foot patrol virtually every single day, making contacts with the community, with visitors, with business owners as well.
Mayor Woodward's opponent in the mayoral race also created a plan to keep downtown safe. Lisa Brown says she would give more money to Spokane Police and Spokane Fire. She'd give more services to people in crisis, and she'd create a navigation center for people experiencing homelessness. You can read both full plans for keeping downtown Spokane safe on our website right now, KREM.com. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
All right, the time is now 6:04. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. The sentencing for Lori Vallow will go forward after a judge denied her a new trial. Vallow is the woman convicted of killing her 2 kids and conspiring to kill her husband's late wife. Vallow's attorneys argued that the jury instructions were confusing and that a juror knew of evidence not submitted to the jury. The judge decided that this was not enough for a new trial. Vallow is set to be sentenced July 31st. Well, 2 16-year-olds were arrested and charged as suspects in the North Foothills Drive shooting that happened last month. Here's what we know. The Spokane Police Department connected the teens to the shooting that injured 1 person. They're now charged with attempted murder, first-degree assault, drive-by shooting, and illegally owning a gun. Another suspect, Ryan Schulz, is set to go to trial for this shooting in August. Spokane County Sheriff John Knowles is the new vice president for the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs. In a statement, Knowles says that he will help law enforcement across the state hold criminals accountable. The organization says that their mission is to enhance public safety through law enforcement leadership. And Eastern Washington University will celebrate their 2023 class this Saturday. There are 2 commencement ceremonies happening at the Spokane Arena. The first is at 9 a.m. and the other is at 2 p.m. This year, more than 3,700 students will walk across the stage, so congratulations to all the graduates. And that's a look at your morning rush.
It's 6:06 and weather-wise heading into this Father's Day weekend should stay fairly dry. Definitely warm today, but it starts to cool off by the back end of the weekend. That's because our next storm system, well, it's just this large area of low pressure and a cooler air mass all together over the North Pacific. That will be pushing through. Not expecting a whole lot of rain. I think the mountains and the terrained area will have a better chance of rain over the weekend, but most everybody will at least feel some windy conditions for the next 2 days. But today ends up being our warmest day of our forecast at 80 degrees because it does start to cool off from here on out. The biggest dip comes on Father's Day itself, back into the mid-60s for high temperatures. Again, rainfall more likely over the mountains than the lowlands, but we will be tracking more rain come next week as well.
Well, this morning we are just 2 days away from Father's Day. Of course, the day to honor all of the dads and dad figures in our life.
That's right. Don't forget to text your dad or
Do
call him.
not.
Call him. Don't text.
Yeah, call him.
Yeah, and if you are happening to be with your dad, there's a lot of events happening this weekend in Spokane to celebrate the dad in your life. So this Sunday is the Dad's Day Dash back in Spokane. This is the 10th year. Runners can go for a 5K run, or maybe you just want to go a little bit slower or shorter pace. You can go for a mile walk. This is the race map here on your screen. It all gets started at around 9 a.m. at the Manitou Park Bench Cafe. There is also a virtual option where you can do your own route this weekend. Participants will also get a free t-shirt. You can sign up at snapwa.org.
Now you can also take your dad to the ballpark this weekend. The Spokane Indians will be facing off against the Eugene Emeralds on Father's Day at Avista Stadium. During the game, the team will be celebrating all the dads and father figures in attendance, and the event will have a special guest. Spokane native and Emmy Award-winning actor Craig T. Nelson will be at the game. He'll be at the ballpark signing autographs, taking photos with fans, and he's there to throw the game's first pitch. That game starts at 1:05 on Sunday.
And the Inland Northwest Juneteenth Coalition is hosting their Father's Day feast tomorrow. It starts at 4:30 p.m. at Spokane Community College. The feast is free for fathers and their families, but you do need to get tickets. You can find more information by going to the website inwjc.org.
And that brings us to our wake-up call this morning. We all know that fathers play a very special role in our lives, so of course we have to highlight them. So send us photos of your dad or the father figure in your life. You can text them to us at 509-448-2000 or post to social media and use the hashtag #UpWithKREM.